Hi, I'm Eric Lenask in the TMC newsroom. Here are some of today's top stories. Take your TV and take Skype, two products you all know intimately. And what do you have? You've got Samsung's new LED HD televisions. In fact, you've got the new 7000 and 8000 models from Samsung that are going to be released featuring embedded Skype software that are going to allow you to make voice and video calls directly from your televisions. By using your TV remote controls, you'll be able to create or log on to existing Skype accounts and to navigate simple Skype interfaces that are accessible right on your TV screens. The Skype video calls will be free, as will voice calls between you and other Skype users, just as they are today with PC-based Skype. TV to landline calls will be charged the usual low Skype per minute rates. According to Skype, its research shows that what users want is to be able, in fact, to communicate away from their PCs, and this collaboration between Skype and Samsung is going to kickstart that capability without the need for any additional equipment, other perhaps than a relatively inexpensive video camera. Voice calls, incidentally, are going to be delivered using Skype's Silk codec for the highest quality possible voice. The new Samsung LED TVs will begin shipping with the Skype software in the Korean market as of today and worldwide later in the first half of 2010. With more than 400 million Facebook users worldwide and more than 100 million mobile Facebook users, not to mention all the daily tweets, the retweets, all of which land across your tweet deck, it's hardly surprising to see more and more startups sprout up looking to increase those products' value in the business space. Socialware is the latest one to move into this space, looking to increase the relevance of Facebook, of LinkedIn, and Twitter, and others in the enterprise environment with its social middleware platform, a cloud-based solution that gives businesses visibility and the security they need to convert social media into a business resource. The platform allows innovation and applications integrating social networking with HR, CRM, and marketing functions, allowing businesses to leverage social media to become more connected with their customers. According to the company, employees win by getting to use the tools with which they're already familiar and comfortable, and customers win by getting to communicate and interact with companies in a seamless way on their terms. And we all use the internet each day more and more, seeking information, following news, purchasing products, communicating with our friends, colleagues, and family, and so much more. In fact, our children these days are probably doing it as much as we are. They're growing up in an environment we couldn't have dreamed of back in our youth. But all that internet experience on the part of our children requires a high degree of vigilance on our parts as parents, and perhaps an even higher degree of trust in our educators, who, according to the National Cybersecurity Alliance, may not be doing quite as much as they should in terms of educating our youth on cyber ethics, cyber safety, and cybersecurity. Check out some of these statistics from a recent survey. More than 75% of U.S. teachers surveyed have spent fewer than 6 hours on any type of professional development education related to those topics in the last 12 months. More than half of teachers surveyed reported their school districts don't even require these subjects as curriculum. Only 25% of teachers taught about the safe use of social networking. Only 18% taught about scams, frauds, and social engineering. And only 19% taught about safe passwords over the past 12 months. 32% of teachers did indicate that they had not taught cyber ethics, and 44% of teachers had not taught cyber safety or cybersecurity. Maybe that makes sense. Those teachers likely agree with the 72% of surveyed teachers who believe that parents bear the primary responsibility for teaching these subjects. Incidentally, 51% of school administrators don't. They believe that teachers are responsible. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Write to me at elenask@tmcnet.com. And finally, looking to address what has perhaps been the biggest factor standing in the way of widespread video conferencing adoption, BT has today announced it can provide interoperability between the video conferencing systems of the three most common conferencing equipment brands, Cisco, Polycom, and Tandberg. As part of its managed services offering, BT OneSource The inter-vendor video conferencing capability will allow businesses to more effectively collaborate with their colleagues and clients regardless of their different video platforms. Now, of course, we were likely to see a Cisco Tandberg interop before long, but the ability to include Polycom in this trio should prove a significant benefit for BT in the global video conferencing market. That's all for today's news. Check out all of these stories and more on tmcnet.com. In the TMC Newsroom, I'm Eric Linask.